Welcome to Your Health. I'm your host, Rhonda Alfred, and on this episode, I'm joined by Bernie Claymore, Terrebonne Generals Information Technology Director. He's here to tell us more about the Most Wired Award that Terrebonne General recently won. Welcome to the show, Bernie.
Thank you. So I'm very excited for Terrebonne General. They've earned the Chime Digital Health Most Wired Quality Award for this year. I think it's a great recognition for the hard work of our IT team members, as well as great validation for the commitment Terrebonne General has to innovation, as well as their investment in technology. Chime puts on their survey every year. College of Health Information Management Executives opens this survey up to all health systems, both in the U.S. and globally. We're recognized for both being most wired in our hospital and our clinics. We're one of only 3 health systems in the state to receive this recognition. Chime puts on this survey to identify those health systems that leverage technology in both the healthcare and caring for their community.
Okay, so what is the Most Wired Award?
Well, Most Wired recognizes how health systems are leveraging technology in security, in clinical care, and financial aspects of their systems as well. So it's really looking at how a health system uses technology to the best for its patients.
Okay, and give us an idea. You said many organizations completed the survey. How many organizations are we talking about?
Right. We had 37,000 healthcare systems participate this year in 4 different categories. You can qualify, both acute and ambulatory, as I mentioned, which we did, as well as long-term care and international acute as well.
Okay, so very prestigious. And you mentioned a couple of, what were the stats you gave? How many in the state?
In the state, we're one of 3.
One of 3,
right,
okay.
One of 3.
That's very prestigious.
Right,
that says something about our Information Technology Department for sure. So tell me, you said we were recognized in our ambulatory technology and acute technology. Can you expound on that just a little bit more? What does that mean exactly?
Sure. Well, whenever people think of Terrebonne, a lot of times they just think of the hospital. But Terrebonne General is more than that. They're a complete health system, correct?
Correct.
So we're recognized in both how we use technology in the acute setting, in our hospital, in our ER, but then also in all of our employed clinics as well.
Okay, and tell me a little bit more. I know we have state-of-the-art medical records and a lot of other technologies that we use and are available for patients. Tell me more about those.
Sure. Well, you hit on one of the biggest ones. So we use the absolute best electronic medical record in the nation, ranked #1 year in and year out, which is Epic. We feel that delivers outstanding clinical results for our patients. We use Epic in both our clinic setting and the hospital setting, so it also allows us to deliver a very seamless care to our patients. In addition to the electronic medical record, we also use the top-ranked patient portal in the country, Epic's MyChart. This allows us to deliver a great digital experience for our patients. So our patients can do virtual visits through MyChart. They can share their medical record with others. They can message their provider. They can also schedule appointments via MyChart as well. Related to that, it's not just the technology. So we also have committed people and process to what we do here as well. So we established a Connect bar over at our medical atrium. That's actually staffed by a retired nurse. I'm sorry, a retired teacher, my bad. So a retired teacher, Vicky, and her sole purpose is to be sure people can get comfortable with the technology. So if anyone's having any questions or concerns with MyChart or want to sign up for MyChart and are not sure how, they can bring their smartphone, they can bring their tablet. Vicky is a breath of fresh air and ready, willing, and able to help them.
Right, they don't have to be intimidated by the technology.
Exactly. And then one of the other key things I believe we do with technology that was recognized with Most Wired is that we're part of a larger network. So we're partnering with Ochsner for a regional network of sharing our medical record information. What that means is that if we have patients that are displaced by something like a hurricane and they need to travel elsewhere, they can get their health care with their medical record traveling with them. So if they go to a facility in Shreveport, any Ochsner facility you walk into, they can know that their provider will be treating them with all their history, not just as if they're a new patient walking off the street.
That definitely gives you a level of comfort, you know, as a patient. So,
I agree.
So that's wonderful. Is there going to be some type of presentation that your team's going to be recognized at?
Yes, Chime is going to recognize ourselves as well as everyone who achieved Most Wired status at their fall forum in San Diego this year.
Okay, wonderful. So hopefully you'll bring home a big trophy, right?
Nice.
All right, so tell me, being the newest director here in information technology, what's on the forefront or looking forward? What's in the technology arena for Terrebonne General?
Well, there's several things we're working on. There's two areas that I'm specifically kind of piqued my interest a little bit, right? So one is our focus on bringing healthcare into the home. So we want to have patients feel like they can get more of their health care in their home versus always having to travel for health care. So that's taken the form of using virtual visits more, as well as being able to use messaging and reminders to patients to help them stay on their treatment plans. So there are a lot of opportunities there. Now, traditional health care will never go away, but we feel that those patients who want to use a digital experience to have greater access to care, we'll be able to deliver that for them. The other area is using all this data we collect. So we ask clinicians to put a tremendous amount of information into Epic, and we want to get more out of that. So these computer systems, Epic and other electronic medical records, they now do a great job of synthesizing all this information to find these little subtle changes in a patient's condition that you really can't see otherwise. Well, we want to use that and put that information in the hands of our providers, our nurses, our physicians, to deliver even greater levels of health care here at Terrebonne General.
Well, that sounds amazing and very innovative, so I wish you luck in these future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
To learn more about the Most Wired program and the latest innovations in technology at Terrebonne General Health System, visit tghealthsystem.com. Thank you for joining us on To Your Health. I'm your host, Rhonda Alfred, and I'll see you right back here next time.